my faithfuls, my traitors, and my queens who never come off their thrones. Welcome back to the Couch Potato Queens, where the lies are layered, the alliances are flimsy, and banishment table stays booked and busy. I'm Mackenzie, and joining me tonight is the ever-observant, ever-scheming Joseph. And baby, we're ready to talk about The Traitors, Season 4, Episode 8, A Queen Never Comes Off Her Throne. This episode gave us power plays, cracked crowns, and enough delusion to fill the entire castle pantry. So grab your goblet, check your alliances, and trust absolutely no one, because we're breaking it all down right now. Whoo! Baby, that was an episode.
This is the dumbest group of players that they've had in 4 seasons. No, I'm not even just talking about like the faithfuls. I'm talking about there is no purpose in getting rid of, on the faithfuls part, there's no purpose to getting rid of traitors back to back because they're just going to recruit.
Yeah.
They're just going to recruit. Why would you do that?
I don't understand. Dawn said the most exciting part of this episode was Eric shitting his pants when he saw that Rob was a traitor. That was good. Yeah, if I played this game, I would try to figure out who's the traitor, and then I would try to buddy up to that person and be like, oh my God, you and I are faithfuls 100%. We've got to get these other bitches out. And
Sandra
ride their fucking coattails.
And that's what Sandra did. That's what Brittany did. And it got Brittany recruited. Brittany ended up getting recruited out of it and almost won the damn game.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I just don't get, they're not thinking of it from a gaming perspective, and it's so fucking annoying.
I think Natalie is. I really think Natalie. Oh, hello.
Sophie Duffy says, now, what are the chances of a traitor's win? Sophie Duffy, I believe that there is a very high chance of a traitor's win if, Eric accepts the recruitment. And I think he will, because who wants to leave on the game? I think he will accept the recruitment because it would be stupid of him not to. And I see him going very far because his name has not been on anyone's lips whatsoever. What do you think, Joseph?
I think the only thing that might save Rob is that dagger. I think the dagger is the only thing that can save him. I think it'll save him for 1 vote. I think it is a mistake to come for the person who has the second most social clout in the house instead of getting rid of the allies. Like, we all lived through Big Brother this year. Remember when Ashley came in and she put the cherries on the bed? It was like, you cannot come for Vinny until you get rid of this piece and this piece and this piece. And for him to go straight for Candace and then straight for Johnny after going for Lisa, there's no way they won't know. There's no way. Also, the edit that they're giving him, they are giving him a villain edit, but not like a lovable villain. There's like literally nothing lovable about the character that they're turning into. And Richard Hatch was a lovable villain. Boston Rob was a lovable villain.
Yep.
Rob, and this is TV Rob, this is obviously not real life Rob.
Yeah.
Because he was really worried about, people are going to hate me for what I'm doing to Candace. No. But also, you seriously expect her to roll over and hand you this game and just let you banish her without saying anything? The way you said that, it's not good sportsmanship. I'll show you good sportsmanship. This is called The Traitors, honey. There's a reason Sari betrayed 3 of her fellow traitors and they still didn't write her name down. You are not Sari.
Yeah. Bolt Corp said, Rob is the winner of The Traitors, and I'm ready for this season to end. Miranda, I'm also a little bit over this season. I kind of am too. And I guess it's because I really am wanting to see like really good strategic gameplay. And we don't have that because all of the gamers are gone. Like, there's no one playing chess. I mean, Rob's probably playing chess, but he's playing chess in a way that's not really enjoyable to watch. Because there's no one really he's playing against. For me, it's more enjoyable when there's like a couple of people that are playing it and try to outbattle, but he's moves ahead of everybody else, and his social game is on point. Like,
well, except he made two really big mistakes tonight. The first one is, even if it pointed back to Candace that Colton was murdered, all that does is get Candace banished. That doesn't help you stay in the game. You had Colton wrapped around your fucking finger, and you let him leave this game. Huge mistake. That's like Cody Calafiore getting rid of Ryan Lochte. Like, that was the end of his game in season 1. Was when he got rid of Ryan. Huge dumb mistake. And I know he doesn't see it, and I know we may not see it either, but it just makes the game harder than it has to be. And number 2 is going for Eric instead of recruiting Mark. Eric is less loyal to him than he thinks.
Yeah.
Because Eric's willing to throw names out there with anyone.
Was very surprised that Natalie was the only gamer left, and she's the only one that threw a hinky vote. Everyone else voted for Candace, and she's the only one that did not. And so I'm wondering if that doesn't bite her in the ass very soon, because they're going to look at that as a way to try to be like, you threw a hinky vote.
I think it was a justifiably hinky vote, though, because then you find out Tara's coming for you, so you're like, fuck you, I'm writing your name down.
Sophie Duffy wants to know, do we think they should have recruited Colton instead? 100%, but she was never going to allow Colton to become a traitor, because then would have been Colton and Rob against her, and she still would have gone either way. But I mean, if they had been on the same page, and if Rob had not betrayed them twice at this point, 3 times, then Colton would have been a good choice as a traitor, because then his name was already in everyone's mouth. He was eventually going to be put up for a vote anyway, and then they would have caught a traitor. So he would have been a good sacrificial lamb.
I think the edit that I'm seeing they're giving Rob, did you watch the Traitors Australia?
No.
So season 2 of the Traitors Australia, there's this character who works in finance. His name is Sam. He is not a real person. You could not convince me that this man is a real person.
I work in finance.
He spent the whole game basically bullying his way to the end. They got 3 traitors to the end. And the Australian rules are, if more than one traitor gets to the end, they vote to split or steal. And that's the edit that they're giving Rob, is the hubris at the end, where they pull in someone mid-season as a recruit. They cruise to the end, and then he says, he just looks at the other guy and goes, well, we're going to betray her, of course. And she doesn't let them. She picks steal, and no one wins a drop of prize money for the entire season because of it. And she did it just so he can't have it. And it was like a hubris moment of, well, I was owed that. He just kept going, well, I was owed that. I felt even if you knew we were going to steal from you, you should have given it to me.
Yeah.
And that is about what I think they're setting Rob up for, is I did all this work. I'm the only original traitor. I'm owed this. And honey, if he brings who I think he's going to bring to the end, because I think he'll cut Eric. Without a doubt, he'll cut Eric.
Yeah.
I think he's going to try to bring Natalie, Mark, and Kristen to the end. Or he'll make a worse mistake and try and bring Kristen, Johnny, and Tara, which would, like, he does not know how screwed he is if he brings Johnny and Tara to the end.
Yeah.
But I think that...
Do you think he did a good choice picking Eric as a traitor, or do you think he should have picked someone else?
He should have picked Mark. He absolutely should have picked Mark.
Yes.
You pick someone who he goes, well, I've got Mark wrapped around my finger. Then put him in the turret. That way, if he goes, he just goes. And they like, if he goes at that point. But you have someone that you can trust that you know is not going to betray you, because this is a mandatory recruitment.
Yeah.
Like, that you are obligated to recruit when there's one traitor, and you are obligated to accept when there is one traitor.
Yep.
I think for production purposes, it's join or die, but I don't think it's really join or die. I think they just tell them behind the scenes, you're joining. You have to say yes to this, otherwise the show cannot continue.
Yeah, and I mean, then, I mean, because they have to have two traitors. So I agree. I feel like Eric's going to join. I think they just say what they say to create the drama, and like, oh, he might not. He might not. Yeah, let's take a look at our draft picks because it's looking interesting.
That Mark Ballas pick is looking better and better every day.
It really is. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at my last two picks. I mean, there's still a lot of game left to be played. But
I don't think Johnny's going anywhere. I think there's no way Johnny's going anywhere unless Rob uses the dagger, and then he's going to look really dumb for using the dagger to get out of Faithful.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's going to be interesting to see. My thought on the dagger is I'm wondering if they keep playing up he's got it, is if he finally uses the dagger, but he still gets voted out.
That would be you want to talk about hubris. You want to talk about the end of Oedipus Rex. You'll kill your father and you'll marry your mother. Like, it's just poetic. And I feel like that's been the theme of it, is like has been like justice.
Yeah.
Like, everyone wants revenge for someone in some way.
We also have to remember what Candace said. She said, if you banish me tonight, there is someone here who was much more. I mean, like, she put as massive of a target on them as she can. And if they sit there and think about it for a minute, they're going to realize that she painted, a straight path right to him.
She painted a picture clearer than the ones that we saw today, which, by the way, fantastic mission.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic mission. I'm not normally interested in the missions as much.
Same.
This one was good.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I'm wondering, though, because we keep having the Tara and Johnny friendship just kind of dangled in our faces. I'm wondering if one of those two are not the one who is responsible for getting Rob out.
Because I don't think he's going to the end. Or if he does go to the end, he'll see a red flame and he'll get voted out on the last episode.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go to the end and win. I feel like it's going to be, I don't know. But with them keep on pushing that friendship, there's got to be somewhere where they power up and do something. Like, I mean, at this point with the storyline, I mean, they've kept dangling in our faces. And like we've always said, they don't dangle anything for no reason. Yeah,
and Monet said that Maura didn't know anything about the game. She didn't bother to watch any of the previous seasons. So who knows how she's going to vote, or if they can sway her. No, we're not. Very few of the Love Island people watch the show. Rob watched the show very clearly. Rob very clearly watched a lot of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, write it down today. On
February
the 5th, 2026 at 10:31 p.m., Sophie Dophy agreed with something I said. I'm going to cry.
Check out the window and make sure that the cats aren't lying with the dogs.
It is Sophie Dophie's birthday week. Happy birthday, Sophie Dophie. Hope you have a great birthday. More is beginning to annoy me.
Oh, for real? No. If it wasn't for her outfit at the banquet, I'd just say get rid of her. But she kind of is giving really, really good Traitors outfits, and I'm here for like. You do have to have someone who gives good looks in that castle, and it ain't Steven. I don't know
Who
where
is
has Steven
going to get murdered?
I
So
think that they're
I
going to
just
have to.
assume they're going to recruit. So if they recruit, who are they murdering?
I don't think they get to murder. I think they need an off
No, he
week
did.
just
He
based
said
on.
once you get, if he accepts whoever you choose, you will come back here and choose someone to murder tonight.
They're not going to murder anyone out of the Dagger group, which is a huge mistake. Like, keep murdering people in the Dagger group so that the suspicion doesn't get on you. If you murder someone out of the Dagger group, then it's not a solid voting block. So I think
No.
Steven might be the best murder.
Yeah, or Mora.
They may murder, or Mora would be a phenomenal murder. Because at that point, there are 3 women left in the castle. Dorinda, Natalie, and Tara. And
didn't I send you something weird? Didn't Tara make a comment? What was it that I sent y'all the other day? And it was like something where Tara said something about she couldn't wait for the finale so she could. What was it that I cannot remember now what I sent you on TikTok?
so I think Tara will make the finale. It's impossible to murder Kristen. Like, literally no one wants to murder her, and no one's ever going to banish her. She's not going anywhere. Dorinda, I think the best move, honestly, here is to just go ahead and murder Dorinda.
Poor Dorinda.
I hate it because I love Dorinda, and Dorinda's becoming like a real part of the plot. Finally, she's not just hanging there; they're like giving her a storyline. And the storyline, she's starting to put the pieces together with Rob and with Steven. So she may get Steven out, which either way, who cares? That's someone out of Rob's pocket. I think Rob may fumble the ball. For lack of a better phrase, I think he's going to fumble the ball on the goal line, and he's going to murder someone stupid like Steven. Because Steven's the only person that Dorinda's looking at right now, and they're giving Dorinda more story time. They're giving Johnny more story time. And Tara, that's 3 at the table. There are, 9 left?
Yeah.
There are 9 left. There's 3 at the table. Natalie is a Survivor player, and she is all about, like, I know who has this advantage, and I'm going to screw them with it. She's done it before. She's idled someone out in Survivor. So she may send Rob home with the dagger in his pocket. That's 4. You need 5. Can they get Eric to turn on his fellow traitors? Because Eric's not a dummy.
Yeah.
He gives this. He's going to be like, I give him maybe a week or 2, and then he's just going to be like, oh, he discarded Candace like she was trash, and he discarded Lisa like she was trash.
Sophie Duffy wants to know our thoughts on the rumored season 6 of Traitors being an all-stars. That was reported in the Sun. The names that are currently being floated are Sari and Ari from season 1, Phaedra and Peter and Parvati from season 2, Boston, Rob, Bob the Drag Queen, Dylan Efron, and Gabby Wendy from season 3, and Lisa Rinna and Rob from season 4.
Lisa and Rob actually get along outside of this. That's the funniest part is Candace is the one starting all this shit on social media. She wasn't happy. Lisa was just like, good move.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be a great all-star cast. I really would love to see Rachel Riley come back because I'll always be a Rachel Riley stan.
They screwed her on Big Brother, and I told y'all the night of the finale, or the night it happened, I said that Traitors call is coming. CBS does not know how bad they fumbled, and I'd be willing to bet that they'd even let her bring a +1 that hasn't been on Traitors before.
Yeah.
If they're going to pair people up, they would give her. They give her husband. They give her Brendan
Or her sister.
Because I think Brendan will get the call for season 5, and he'd be a season 5 pick that they could do. In fact, there's no doubt in my mind Brendan's getting a call for season 5. Like, there's no way you don't give it to him.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
If
Rachel had her son.
I see her sister getting it.
Alyssa would be a hot mess in that castle, and I would live. Put Alyssa and Franzel in the house together.
No,
please.
Franzel will have a newborn baby. Let's hope to God that keeps her off of our television screens for a while.
I think Rachel did Traitors after having her last one.
Well, Sophie Duffy said no, Janelle, no, Brittany. Let's be honest. Neither of them are. Yeah, Brittany was not really good at the game. Like,
she was good in the confessionals, though. She did give good TV.
But she was just like, yeah, I need people who understand this game and are playing this game hardcore. And, somebody from this season who I would love to see on, because I would love to see them go after each other. I would love to see Bob the Drag Queen and Monet on the same season because they're best friends. And I want Monet to be a traitor. And I that would just be good TV right there.
I don't think I sent you the TikTok, but I should. I came across it. Boston Rob showed up at Moulin Rouge, where Bob's doing a limited run of Moulin Rouge, and Boston Rob showed up backstage and took pictures with. They're strangely both really, really good friends now.
Yeah, and they're doing that podcast together, so which is actually fun. Sophie Duffy said Monet already outlasts Bob the Drag Queen with one episode. Yeah, I mean, so anything could happen.
Monet will hold that over her head till the day that Monet dies.
Yes, she will. And I mean, anything can happen. We're still 2 seasons away from that, and so anything can happen. But yeah. Oh, but yeah, I think this was a fun episode. It was, I enjoyed the challenge. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not excited about Eric being a traitor, but his name is on no one's lips. And, I could see Rob trying to turn on him very quickly. And if he does, I could see that being his downfall. But he is his own worst enemy at this point. Like,
for real. Don't let them murder your number one ally, no matter how it's going to screw them. Because at the end of the day, that's a vote for you.
Yep. Although, I mean, that was a good move on his part, keeping the information about Colton from Candace and then letting her murder him. And then that just set her up,
I mean, it set her up, but it set him up. That's the thing. It is a good move in a week-to-week context. Yeah. Rob you heard him say, he goes, I've got to survive 3 banishments. He's like, I've got 3 more round tables, and then he's got a final to get through. And I'm not sure he can do it.
Miranda said, can we just skip ahead to Big Brother, please? I agree. However, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I want some returnee players for Big Brother.
We saw last season. It was great. It was great last season.
I feel like season before last was better than last season.
Most of our really good seasons have had returnee players. You've got Big Brother 13, Big Brother All Stars, the first All Stars 7, not flop stars.
Yeah.
Big Brother 19 was good.
Huh? What were you saying?
I said Big Brother 19 was good. Big Brother 11 was good. Like, all of those seasons had returning players, and they had multiple returning players. And last season was the best season of Big Brother we've had in a while until the end. Until like the last 3 weeks when they decided to do jury in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Let's see. Sophie Duffy said, is there a chance Rob will survive all 3 round tables? I don't think so. I feel like maybe next week there will be a faithful who's banished, and then I think they're going to start looking at him. I think he may survive one more, and then I think he's toast. That's just...
1, 2, 3. He has to use the dagger on not this coming episode, but the episode after that. So he's got 4 round tables to use it. So there's a chance he uses it next episode and it screws him, or there's a chance that he saves it and then he still goes home and we get that kind of like hubris moment of, well, I should have used the dagger earlier.
Yeah. Let's see. Jess wants to know, who do we want to see back on Big Brother?
Angela, like without a doubt.
Tucker.
Angela's good TV. Angela and Tucker are good TV.
Oh.
Tiffany is good
watch
TV.
Tucker back on television would be. Oh. And Angela's meltdowns every week. Oh. Yeah.
I remember I watched it live. Like I just woke up. It was the first Saturday of feeds. Like feeds went up on a Friday night, and it was the first Saturday of feeds. And I woke up and I just randomly decided to turn it on. And I'm like, oh, everyone's just in the kitchen. And then I hear clapping, and I'm like, oh, they're not going to be a singing cast, which they were. Not unfortunately, but like. They were a singing cast. I was like, oh, they like do a little musical number or something. Nope. I saw that fight live. Like on the show, we saw about 2 minutes of the Crazy Eyes thing. That was a 15, 20-minute fight. Like they had to, there was so much shit back and forth between the two of them that they had to cut 14 minutes worth of footage of just them going at it. It was the best fight that we'd had to that point in close to a decade of Big Brother.
100%.
Like it was up there with pots and pans. And then last season, first night of feeds, I get Rachel Riley fighting on the feeds. First night. I was like, oh yes, we're so back. We're so back.
And see, like that just and I didn't mind how they brought Rachel back last season. I just, if you're going to do it, let them play. Don't have some fucking bullshit twist that's going to pull them out over, and be the only player to ever be evicted from Big Brother by
with no votes,
by a vote or being kicked out. I mean, by being ejected.
Like Rob Sesternito straight up hosted a funeral for her.
Oh. Miranda said, in popular opinion, I want Frankie to play again. And Michael, I would love to see Frankie back on.
I love Frankie. I don't get the hate for Frankie Grande. He's good TV. Yes. He is good TV. I'm surprised. The reason that I picked the cloak was because I heard Frankie Grande basically went missing this summer, which means he's doing some other reality show. I don't know what it is. I thought it might be Traitors.
Yep. Hey, I'm surprised he's not been on Traitors yet. He would be a good player for Traitors.
And I guess maybe I thought also that they would want to cross promote Wicked, but they did a lot of cross promoting for Wicked, so I think that would have just been overkill. But did you notice they got their little Winter Olympics plug now with Tara Lipinski and Johnny, and they're both still here, and tomorrow is the opening ceremonies, and they're both still in the game. So it paid off.
Sophie wants to know, who from reality TV do we want to see play on the Traitors? The main number one that I would love to see, because they always bring someone that is British or, has a British accent. She's not British, she's Australian, but that would be Tabitha Coffey. Tabitha
Coffey's up there for me. Dakota threw that one out there, and I was like, that's just been stuck in my head the whole time of just like, she's like 65 or 70 now. She'd still make a fantastic Traitors player.
Oh, 100%.
I think if you're going to invite someone who's British, I think she might do Celebrity Traitors UK, to be honest. But I think if you're going to invite someone who's British, you invite her as part of a pair. She does not know that she's being invited as part of a pair because Gemma Collins gets out of the car
Oh,
and
yes.
sees Tiffany New York Pollard standing right there.
Well, we had that
Just
rumor
got
for
out.
a hot minute that the two of them were going to be on the Traitors.
Yeah. And you know what? I think it might have been true because 23 is a really weird number. I think one of them may have dropped out, so they cut the other one.
Yep.
I think 25 or 24 makes sense.
I would love to
23
see
is a really weird.
Michelle Visage would be great to see on the Traitors.
Oh yeah, she's played
Um,
reality competition games. She's played Big Brother. Like she knows how the game is done. Carson knows how the
Controversial,
game is
but
done.
this
So
is
does
someone I would
Ross.
love to see. I would love to see someone like Shane Dawson go on there and do it. I know a lot of people don't like him. Whatever, get over it. Let's see. I would love to see Davon do the Traitors. Rockstar do the Traitors. Any
I
I
need
mean
Whitney.
any Big
I
Brother
need
star.
I need Whitney from Secret Lives. I think
Yes.
she would make
Yes.
a phenomenal traitor. I think
Tucker, Angela.
next season is when we'll start getting Secret Lives girls into the cast, and they'll be kind of interchangeable with the housewives. So you'll have like maybe 3 housewives instead of 5 housewives, and you'll have 3 Secret Lives girls.
I don't see Whitney. I don't see Whitney doing it anytime soon, unless just because of Mark. Mark's able to talk her into wanting to do it. That might be
Most
the
of her
only hope they have of getting Whitney. I feel like her star's a little bit too much on the rise right now. And, but I feel like we might could get someone like Demi.
You know who you could get that was Dancing with the Stars related? You could probably get Derek Huff. You could probably get Carrie Ananaba. You could probably also get Alfonso Rivera. You could probably get Carl. He's the host.
You could probably get Carrie Ananaba, or you could probably get oh God, Bruno.
Who?
Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think you can get Bruno Mars. I think Bruno Mars is too high profile. Though in Britain, like real celebrities who are British celebrities are like signing up and want to play this game. So I don't know. It's not quite the cultural phenomenon here that it is there. It's still the highest rated reality show on television right now. But in Britain is an island that has 80 million people. 20 million of those people watch the finale of the Traitors,
Or
and
Katie
20
Price.
million of the
I would
20
love to see
million.
Katie Price do the Traitors.
Oh my god!
The price they've had, darling.
The nipples are the eyes of the face.
The eyes of the sorrow. So said, "Isn't Secret Live stars the ones that have different contracts?" We don't really know. There's been a lot of fights about contracts, but the details of the contracts really haven't been made public. But there's been a few who have tried to demand more money who are no longer a part of it.
I think that ABC and Disney have shown, particularly with their Dancing with the Stars talent, and their Bachelor talent, that they don't tend to hold the contracts. Like if they want people to do Traitors, or they want people doing the Traitors, because just by seeing the words The Bachelor or Dancing with the Stars under their name, they know that it is good publicity for their show. Gabby Wendy last season basically was the narrator the entire time, other than Brittany. It was Brittany and Gabby were like back and forth for who controls the narrative of the season. Gabby just happened to last till the end.
Yep. And I would love to see, like, from Drag Race, I would love to see Courtney Act on there. I would love to see Bianca Del Rio do the Traitors.
Courtney Act would do it. Courtney Act would absolutely. She won Big Brother.
Yeah. I would love to see anybody like that do it. Hell, I would even love to see Trinity the Tuck do it. And I mean, Trinity has done, Worst Cooks. So, like, you need to kind of look for some of these that have done some of these other shows. Plain Jane, I could see her doing it.
There is. I want to see a pipeline of House of Villains to Traitors. Like, treat House of Villains as your Traitors audition. It was kind of the reverse for Johnny Bananas. Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Mistress Isabel Brooks on the Traitors as a traitor. Oh, that would be
The most rotted, gutted turret. You know what though? You know who they could fly to Scotland, especially after watching an hour and a half of the most confusing shit that I've ever seen in the world. Let's throw Tammy Brown and Nicole Page Brooks in the cast.
1,000%.
That was
after watching last week's episode of Roscoe's Recap, that was the most epic train wreck I have ever watched in my entire life. But it was so entertaining.
And they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing.
It seems like New York would never do Traitors until she finally wins House of Villains. And you know what? Unpopular opinion, I'm a little bit sick of New York. I'm sick of her. I have seen her on everything just about, and I'm sick of it. She's not that great of television, honestly. I mean,
no, but she gives us that moment, though, at least once a season, that we just go, oh, well, I'm coming back for more. And it's always in the first episode. It was the first or second episode, but she went home like second, first season. But first episode, we got You're Demon Possessed. Second episode, we got the rant from Omarosa.
And that's another one I would love to see on the Traitors is Omarosa.
She would kind of be, they've shown that they don't mind casting like real life villains. And Omarosa stopped being a reality TV villain and moved into being a real life villain the second that she took a job working in the White House.
Well, yeah, but if you've read her book, and I have, I'm not a fan of her, but I read her book to see what she had to say. I understand why she did, but, anyone that thinks that they can control the orange Cheeto in chief is very delusional. And I think her and a number of other people have really realized that.
I mean, that was kind of the story of Trump 1. Was a lot of people thought that they could, and none of them managed it.
All right. Well, you got anything else you want to cover tonight?
Survivor 50 is coming up. We get to see Sari Fields back on our screens.
Lord,
it's going to be really, really interesting. We are not getting a winter season of Big Brother. We don't have Big Brother Canada anymore, sad face. So after this, it's just House of Villains, and then we sit here like a bunch of crack addicts waiting for cast photos to leak for our summer of Big Brother.
Well, House of Villains will be out, and then Drew Paul's Drag Race All-Stars will start in May.
Oh, I did forget about All-Stars. And they're using the bracket format, which is, it kept it fresh, and it kept it interesting. So I was real happy with that.
100%. And I love the names that we have for All-Stars. And we're getting some queens that have not been on in 18 seasons. I mean, 17, 18 plus seasons. So
did we get a season 1 queen?
I don't think we're getting a season 1 queen, but we're getting a season 2 queen.
Yeah, we're getting
Mystique.
Morgan.
And Mystique too.
But we're also getting Vivacious, which is, I have been waiting so long for the return of Vivacious.
If she does not walk into the workroom with Ornacia on her head.
Oh, I bet you it'll be a bigger Ornacia. She will just be Ornacia.
Yes, but she needs to come in with Ornacia on her head again. Yes. Thank you, Sophie Dophie. I forgot. We have Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That starts up the end of March. And The Bachelorette will be on in March as well. So we're about to have The Bachelorette, and I cannot fucking wait for that train wreck.
You see, I used to like it. I liked it like the first 5-6 seasons. It's kind of same lately. I liked the Golden Bachelor was so good. Golden Bachelorette.
I hate The Bachelor and I hate The Bachelorette. I am only watching because Taylor Frankie Paul is The Bachelorette. And
oh, yeah, that's
going
true.
to be fun. Yeah, that's the only reason that I am looking forward to The Bachelorette. All right, y'all. Well, let's see here. Where can they follow you at on Sister Lemitier?
You can find me at Nosferatu22425 on Blue Sky, where I've been tweeting about the Traitors.
Woo! And
Steven, we call them Skeets.
And y'all can follow me on Kinsey_reality on Instagram and TikTok and on X. And if you can find my Pornhub, congratulations. You'll find some interesting things on there. You can also like the Couch Potato Queens on Facebook or Twitter at QWNZ, Instagram. You can also subscribe to our channel, Couch Potato Queens, on YouTube. Make sure while you're there that you like and comment. And if you aren't already, subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time that we go live. You can also visit our website at www.couchpotatoqueens.com. And if you have content you want to send us, or if you want to collaborate, you can contact us anytime at info@couchpotatoqueens.com. We will be back here on Sunday night, I think, for the next for RuPaul's Drag Race season 18, episode 6, I believe, which will be Raid a Queen part 2, and we will be covering that. So
they can send a bitch home finally.
Yes, I'm so sick of having so many people there and it never ending. Thank you, Dawn. But again, thank you all so much. We appreciate all that watch. We appreciate you guys being here. And like I said, we will be back here on Sunday night. Again, if you enjoy the recap, make sure you like and subscribe and share our stream, because the castle may reset, but the drama never does. And until next time, trust no one, question everything, and always protect your crown. Bye, y'all.